A show that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Welcome back, Taco Tuesday edition of the Big Show. Corked Stats, fastest freaking show in MLB. Absolutely. What's your fucking homeboy? What's up, everybody? Good morning to the crew. I see Tread, BE, all the usual suspects outside the principal's office. What is wrong with you people? Oh, yeah, doing the thing we do. Me and you, the Corked Stats crew. Follow me up on Twitter at John the Gazer. Flow sharper than a damn razor, baby. Sharper than a razor. The mother effers. Man, feeling good, right? Winning bets feels good. We kind of turn a bitch around. Looking really good, man. Anytime you're up, giving away the edge like we do, you know we're up to something good. Yeah, follow me on the former Bird app. Find out what all the fucking hubbub is about. Same handle over on Substack. Thanks for making me a bestseller over there. Appreciate ya. Know what I'm saying? Baseball's version of 300. Give the book nothing. Take from that bitch everything. It ain't madness, baby.
This is Sparta!
You're fucking damn right it is. All right, football stuff, hot and heavy. I mean, ranking updates constantly. Keep an eye on the riser and faller page. It's not like a detailed change log, every single change I make, but major news, major moves, things to look out for. The NFL data suite is up and running. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Really excited. I simulated the entire season, put out standings, simulated week one, compared to prices. I'm going to cover that soon. I wonder if maybe I can get to that today. I've been fantasy brained, but it's almost time to start fucking betting. You know what I mean? Let's do the baseball. A thingy dang. We got you figure like 5 or 6 weeks left in the regular season. I've been getting questions about the playoffs. Playoffs? I don't know. The data is going to be very minimalized. I don't think you should be looking at like L7. For me, things always kind of reset. So I'll re-rack all the offensive data. It is what it is. Playoff stats are fucking very hard to get. And I guess we'll run pitching stuff. I'll run everybody's pitching stuff, right? All the playoff teams' pitching stuff. And I mean, I guess we could do a model thing. I don't want to say I don't bet the playoffs. It's price dependent, but why wait until everyone is watching baseball to bet on it? Like, we hit the fucking Twins plus 125 yesterday. Why wouldn't you just do that shit? All right, enough of that. More of this. Best part of waking up. Pitching sheets up in the freaking mug, bro. All right, we're going to try and blow through this. I've been promising to give an abridged version of the show. In the beginning of the year, there's no football on the rise. Like, who gives a shit? We could spend all day talking baseball. But I actually think, I got one more little zoom in. There we go. I want to try and be a little bit quicker. All right, Carlos Rodon on the bump for the bad guys. Yankees minus 12 favorite on the road against Shane Baz and the O's. Rodon in the return, which we're generally fading. I felt kind of lucky to get McClanahan yesterday, though. Two times yesterday, we had heavy F5 dogs. They scored 10 runs between them, 6 and 4. Orioles and A's, and we only went 1-1. And I'm like, maybe I need to rework where we're going into team totals or overs there. Maybe being a little too cute with the pricing. If you score 4 through 5 on a massive underdog, you fucked up if you didn't win the bet, right? You could have hit all of the things. So Rodon in the return, I'm not really trusting it. I don't just automatically hammer guys, but I do. Let's say I put like a tax on them. So Rodon with the penalty, I've got them coming in below. The Orioles, Yankees offense has kind of been ass. You can see that up on the board. They're trying to get the barrel thing going, but they strike out entirely too much. They can't hit for average for shit. Meanwhile, Orioles have hit. They've especially hit lefties for power, which would be the thing I'm worried about when it comes to Rodon. So you can see where I'm going with this. I've got Baltimore to win this one. A little worried about the bullpen. Garcia, 3 of 4. He's not going to pitch today. Walker, 3 of 4. Hoppy, 2 of 3. Sanders, 3 of 4. Could be a little shaky at the back end. So I think we're liking Baltimore on the F5, right? Just to get ahead of Rodon. Baz, who's been pretty good last 30 days. I think the market a little slow to catch up to his corrections. Let me just confirm the pricing here. You bitch. It's minus 10 both ways. That kind of sucks because the Yankee pen has been so much better than Baltimore. So maybe I suck my teeth and pay the slight tax. And I was really hoping to get plus money on that bitch. But I say it's Baltimore F5 minus 110 is the show pick. And if we're, kind of tied, after 5, you take your push. if we're losing, I'm not sure we feel that confident. I mean, we're at home. I don't know. I'm going to meditate on that a little bit. Of course, I was a second late because I forgot the freaking banners. Not sure how much of that you just saw, but all right, there I be. Yeah, the banner thing has been really helpful. I have to remember to fucking do it. I get so stuck in my routines, it can be tough. So yeah, give me O's for the F5. I also think they win this one. Next up, we got Tigers and Pirates. Keter Montero against Braxton Ashcraft, my boy. And the Buccos minus 136 at the crib. Man, I was hoping to get a little bit of a better price on Ashcraft. Sorry, I forgot to shout out mi gente. No block. Good to see you. Good morning, B Rose, of course. Trent C. My guy, Sam, Mr. Toronto. Jeff L. Doesn't work for me, brother. Age Bets, what's going on? Joey Lobster, my guy. Don Eduardo Salamanca. I love that dude. You may have the best name in the fucking bitch right here. Dan, good to see you. And the nose. Bookies belt to ass Tuesdays. I can feel it in my plums. Yo, nose. You're fucking one of us, brother. For sure. Okay, so let's get back into the beeswax, right? I was hoping to get a little bit of a better number on Ashcraft. I do think he's the better pitcher, but let's not look past Montero and the improvements he's made. 331 ERA, 101 whip. 101 whip for Montero through almost 115 innings, man. You know, the command and the control has been excellent. He's cleaned up his act against lefties, and that's really been the carrying tool. He was never a bad pitcher. They corrected that one thing. Ashcraft's been goated also. 21 KBB, 30 CSW, sub 31 ball, 67 first strike, 39 chase, bully metric in spades with the ground balls and the low barrels. I'm not buying the 20 home runs. This is kind of crazy, right? 35 fly ball, 6.5 barrel. He's giving up 20 home runs. That 15% homer fly ball is definitely going to regress in the right direction. Man, Montero's been fucking good, man. He's been good. I don't think he's as good as Ashcraft. But hard not to worry a little bit, at least, about the Pirates' offense. They've been donkey balls. 275 PAs, just horrific, man. Horrific. They've got to be bottom 3 in extra base hits. They strike out too much, balls on the ground too much. Tigers haven't been much better. Discipline's been good, but the power has not. I was looking for a signal in the L7 from the Pirates. Remember, any audio people, if you're curious about the tools, with the tools that we use, jump over to YouTube, smash the like button. You can see I kind of flip around. I don't mean it to be so dizzying, but I want to show how to use the tools. You know, if I'm selling a tool, to show you how to use it. And, you know, you sort everything by game. I work right to left. It's just been easier for me. And, you know, do all your work at once, knock everything out. I feel like I'm under. The model is not buying it. Bullpen edge, got to go to Detroit also. So I have nothing. I have nothing here. I would have liked to go under an F5, but it's at 4 and not 4.5. So yeah, I got to fade it. This feels like one I may have gotten myself into trouble with in the past. Sorry, I'm trying to fix something here, and it's like it's not working. Oh, wait. Oh, there she blows. You know, I've been trying to do these guest episodes of football, and it's fucking up my whole fucking stilo. So yeah, I like Pirates to win, but I think that feels maybe like a bet where I've gotten in trouble in the past, right? We talked about defaulting to the favorite. Next up, Cards and Reds. Kyle Leahy on the bump for the Redbirds. Minus 116 favorite in Great American Small Park. That face, hey, I bet. And the Reds, Andrew Abbott, going for the home squad is a plus 108 dog. They've got the emoji. Antone, 2 of 3. Johnson, 2 of 3. May, 2 of 3. Mole, 2 of 3. Didn't really love that bullpen in the first place. Quick look at the pitching. Leahy, got to give the edge to. He was like a huge negative regression candidate. They made some kind of change. I don't think we can get into it right now. But he's been much better down the stretch. I'm not sure I have him as a 3.38 ERA guy. But I know we looked at this a week or two ago, and it was really damn encouraging. I mean, Kyle Leahy last 30 days, 2.25 ERA, 111 whip, 260 Sierra, 25 and a half KBB, just killing it. Abbott, it is what it is. We kind of knew after last year, all that nice production, it really wasn't going to last with the poor command and control. He walks too many guys and works up in the zone in that ballpark, which is basically a freaking nightmare. Cardinals have really hit lefties also. I know the average is a little bit low, but with the approach being so good, if they're going to take free passes from Abbott and then get those barrels, I think that'll play today. Whereas the Reds' offense has been really struggling as a team versus righties, almost 400 plate appearances, batting just 203. They've got ding dongs. Leahy's hard to take out. They strike out too much. They swing and miss too much. They lose in the zone. 291 xWOBA implying like 3.25 runs. That dog don't hunt, Chief. Reds bullpen has struggled down the stretch also, where the Cardinals have really corrected course. Riley O'Brien, really nice surprise. He pitched yesterday, but I think he'll be available again. I believe he was rested the day before. So I've got the Cardinals for a nice win. One, if there is one quick note, this is something I talk about all the time with people always asking, how do you read the model? How do you go about it? It's difficult, right? It's not black or white. It's a subtler shade of gray. One of the red flags I have, I don't want to say arbitrarily imposed. It's not nothing. Generally, if a team is at 2.5 through 5, I back up. Again, this goes to what I was saying about those F5 dogs that lost. If you're modeled over 2.5 through 5, and you're thinking about perhaps getting 3 runs through 5, that's all the bets. There are no F5 bets over. I mean, maybe outside of Colorado, it's whatever. So that's where that red flag pops up, where I worry about, giving up too many, where you should be thinking about an over. I don't know. I think at the price, I think I have to go with the Cardinals. I think the price is a little too tempting at minus 116 to get what I think is the better team with the better pitcher in the better offensive split with the better bullpen. I mean, when you put it like that, why wouldn't we like the Cards? Next up, Blue Jays and Rays. Jose Soriano going for the Bluebirds south of the border to face nasty Nick Martinez and the flat fucking fish of Florida. Rays minus 136, favorite at the crib. I can't bury the lead. It's a little too expensive for me. Model's got this one pretty close. It does have the Rays for a win. I think the Rays offense has been humming a little bit lately. Let me just see if I made that up or not. I always like to double check before I get caught fucking lying to you fine people. Yeah, Rays offense, definitely the better offense in this one. Discipline leading to production. Hard hit stuff is a little fugazi. They're not pulling it. They're not hitting it hard. They've gotten tons of home runs, and it's like, it becomes a little less believable. With that, the Jays offense is bad. Just straight bad. The chase rate is like, to me, that's like the big blinking fucking indicator when a team is struggling. You're like, well, you have a bottom 3 chase rate. You're not hitting home runs. You're putting the ball on the ground. What are we doing here? What is it you would say you do here? Flip to the L7. It's even more disparate. Rays kind of humming. Last thing, we also know they're a home team. I've got the Rays highlighted on the board. Remember, there's home and road splits on the right side of the year-to-date stuff. Rays just significantly better at home. So that's starting to clean up a little bit also. They're starting to hit a little bit on the road, maybe normalizing. And I've never been the biggest home road guy. It makes a little bit of sense when a team is good at home. Blue Jays have just been bad regardless, but also easily one of the worst road teams. So a couple of mixed flags here. Didn't really do the pitching. I think, Martinez is having a nice season heading in the wrong direction. I think Soriano having a nice season also. Maybe heading in a better direction, right? Kind of trending up. The ERA and whip really strong last 30 days. Sierra KBB maybe kind of going. So again, bunch of mixed signals here. Man, part of me likes the Jays. Bullpens, I'd call it a wash. Part of me likes the Jays because of the price. Curious about that F5 price. Let me just check that before we go. Because if it's plus 125 F5, I think that's the move. It's shot down the minus, excuse me, the F5 is moved down to plus 105, which is like okay, but it's not great. I think in that case, I'd probably lean towards the full game because Soriano can get you distance and the games that he's humming. It's a lot of ground balls and a bunch of double plays. Rays can be susceptible to that with the ground balls I was mentioning before. So I think give me Toronto to win. It's more of a price determined thing than anything. Marlins and Phil's up next. I had Tyler Phillips. I think that might have come down. Looks like Gibson. It's not going to change. Phillips is going to follow. Marlins are in trouble. They're on the road against Zach Wheeler. This feels like a sacrifice. You know what I mean? Sacrificing the bullpen to the altar. Phils have the emoji, Duran back to back, Bolin back to back, Kirkring back to back. They're going to need outs from Wheeler. They're not going to want to be in a close one because I think those guys are going to be unavailable. Shouldn't really matter. Wheeler is goated, 289 ERA, 1 flat whip. I mean, he's the fucking man. 24 KBB, nearly 14 swing and strike. Bully metric in place, winning in zone, ground ball machine, very hard to battle. Wheeler is absolutely goated. You can see across the splits, there's just nothing is blue. He's excellent at the crib, excellent last 30 days. Who cares about the ERA? It means nothing when you have a 3.25 SIERA and a 22 KBB. Phillies offense easily the better unit here. Marlins kind of taking a tick down without Kyle Twin Stowers. Clicking up a little bit, L7. Again, I don't think they're bad. I just don't think they're as good as the Phillies, who, in particular with the Phils, something we noticed early on, gold star for the Corked Stats crew. When the Phillies are showing discipline as a team, they're generally going to be pretty good. And it makes a lot of sense. When Harper and Schwarber are making contact, and he probably even includes Brandon Marsh, they're going to start to roll. Taking free passes when optimal pitch selection is at the 4 for the Phils is basically when you want to get out of the way. Marlins bullpen has been shitty also. It's kind of corny, but, you know, I got Phils to cover. If there is a saving grace, it's probably in the pricing. Minus 250 on the money line, minus 110 on the run line. And though I'm not a tremendous fan of betting the run line at home, getting 140 cents to take that fucking run with like a Cy Young candidate against total nothing bullpen shit bags up and down for Miami. We should get this one. I like the Philly cover yesterday. It was up. It got tied. Did they end up closing it out? No, they didn't. They gave it a play. Marlins had 14 fucking hits yesterday. Holy shit, man. But the Phillies did score 6. Again, the offense is looking pretty strong. So give me the Phils to cover. It's donkey-ish, but, you know, just because there's like a big price hung out there doesn't mean, you know, you have to do it. I think the minus 1.5 gets home for the Broad Street Bullies. Next up, Giants at guards. Carson Wisenhunt on the bump for the Gigantes. San Francisco Treats are 175 underdogs on the road in Forest City to face the winged line. Foster Griffin on the bump for LaGuardia. Man, I would think I had Cleveland run line. Very hard to get the Cleveland run line across. I'll probably have Cleveland in a money line pairing as donkey, you know, shit as that is. Good to see you, Adonis. Good morning. Caleb, same to you. Dan, appreciate the support. And Brian Elfring, dude, I wish I could do something for you, man. You have been like literally my biggest supporter for so long. And like, you don't have to do all this, man. You really don't have to do it. Trust me, I see it. Multi-platform support. You are always, always, always supporting my work. I really fucking appreciate you, dude. I really, really, really appreciate you. Just there's some really, really cool people, very selfless with their time and their support. So appreciate all the Spartans. Yo,
What is your profession?
kicking ass is right. Wizenhunt Hunt has been on the struggle bus. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I was trying not to detour. We're making such good time. Don't make me turn this car around, kids. Wizenhunt Hunt is like a draft capital guy. 66th overall pick. He has not figured it out in the majors. And he's coming off a bad season in the minors also now. We're not buying it. I just like to see. I went after Brat yesterday. He got kind of effed in the A. Though, if I would have saw the Kettle Marte thing, I might have been pumped the brakes a little bit because it was so close. Anyway, I don't want to make excuses. Foster Griffin is the man. We've been on him all season in the face of the doubters. Elite command and control with ground balls will do it. Few too many home runs, but again, similar to whoever the fuck we were talking about before. Oh, Ashcraft. 37 fly ball, 32 hard hit. The fact he has 22 home runs tells me the 15% homer to fly ball rate is a little too high. As far as Wizenhunt goes, he has a 3 KBBs walking the world. I feel like Cleveland has cleaned up their discipline. I guess Griffin has struggled of late, and maybe that's what the model is worried about. Sorry, one more quick detour. See what's going on with Griffin here. Because I'm gonna bet the guards today. It looks like a couple bad starts. And he was good last time. He went into Detroit, went 5, gave up 1. Before that, the Mets and the Braves kind of effed him in the A. But before that, right before that, and this is where I think we have to give these guys a little bit of grace. He went 8 starts in a row without giving up multiple runs. Like, dude, it's Foster Griffin. It's not fucking Tariq Skubal. Even Tariq Skubal gets fucking touched from time to time. So let's give this guy just a little bit of grace. Popping the hood really quick on Griffin because I have his Savant page open. Okay, leads with the cutter, low velo, steps it up to the 4-seamer. Both kind of mad. Neither bad pitches, nothing great, but it's all to set up the secondary stuff, which is actually very good. So Foster Griffin's sweeper is pretty good. Big time whiff. Then he goes with the changeup to righties, which is really the big time out pitch. 302 X lug, 35 whiff. Then he's even got a curveball in the back pocket that he'll go for both-handed hitters to get some whiffs with. I think Griffin checks out just fine. The guards should win this game. Remember, both guys here are lefties, lefty on lefty violence. Giants have not hit lefties for shit. Guardians have actually clicked up. I mentioned the strong command and control. I'm going to argue with the model a little bit here. I think Guardians cover this one. Guardians bullpen has been bad. Giants bullpen saying hold my beer. 5.56 ERA, 160 whip, and a 5 KBB from the Giants bullpen as a whole. The whole. Through 43 2/3. Guardians have struggled, but I do think from an arm talent perspective, they are the better bullpen. Model's got the guards for a clean win, half a run through 9 for the home squad. I'm gonna pair it. I'm gonna put Cleveland money line to just remind me that I think I'm gonna pair it. I think they even win. I don't love the price on the run line at plus 115. Again, I think I'm just gonna pair the money lines and take my donkey medicine. Know what I'm saying? Next up, we got D-backs and Red Sox. Merrill Kelly going for the Snakes with Shapes on their back. 143 heavy dog down in Fenway to face Power Ranger Suarez and the Red Laundry. Man, this feels eerily similar. I have the same half a run difference. Maybe same concerns. Algo likes the Diamondbacks to score off Ranger Suarez more than I do. Suarez has struggled a little bit down the stretch. Again, I think this is just an example of a good pitcher having a couple of hiccups. Oh, Suarez has been freaking great, man. He's great. Command, control, first strike rate. I mean, he's very hard to take out of the yard. And it doesn't look like the Diamondbacks are going to have Marte back. He's a part of the left-handed hitting that Diamondbacks backers would be looking at. Red Sox versus righties, one of the best offenses right now. They're fucking humming, yo. 304 batting average as a team last 454 plate appearances. I mean, if you don't think Boston wins and covers, you better be betting the damn over because Kelly's been atrocious. And the Diamondbacks bullpen has been atrocious. So I've got the same play. I've got those two, put them together, and what do you got? Bibbity bobbity boop. Yeah, Cleveland plus Baltimore plus 135. I think they easily both get home as heavy favorites, yo. Next up, Padres and Mets. We got this one yesterday. Robbie Ray on the bump for the Friar Tucks. He's a favorite on the road against Zach Attack Thornton and the Let's Go Mets go. Ooh, this one's interesting. Mets have the orange box for 3.5 team total. Padres are 4.5 and are a favorite inside minus 135. That's generally a green light to bet the Padres. I don't know if I like that. Right? We found those because anecdotally, I kept realizing that we were boiling down to that play. Ray is a fucking worry. Thornton has really kind of outkicked the coverage also. Thornton with a 278, 110 ERA whip combo on a 9 KBB, 9 swinging strike, 24 CSW. Much as you want to like Thornton, and I do, this is begging for negative regression. Ray also is walking the world, living up in the zone, been very lucky to only give up 17 home runs. That's a 1.2 homer 9 through 125 in the third. 10% homer fly ball, despite 46 fly ball, 38 hard hit. I mean, he struggled on the road. Thornton's been very good at the crib. And same for both. They're both getting results without like the proper underpinning shit to believe it. It's been a few days since I forgot who's left-handed. I'm like, I know Robbie Ray is left-handed. Is Zach Thornton left-handed? I think Zach Thornton is left-handed. I thought I made a mistake. But usually the sheets are really accurate. I find most of the times that I'm the one that's wrong. Thornton is a lefty. I don't know why I can't remember. There's certain guys that just have this mental block with lefty-righty stuff. Anyway, I want to make sure I wasn't misquoting. Both teams have hit lefties nicely. I feel like I'm describing a game that's going to go over. That is at 8.5. I would have really liked to get this at 8. But it looks like 8.5. Bird is the word. Both bullpens have pitched well. Model would agree with that also, that we're over F5 and not so much full game. I don't normally make that play. Right, looking to go over. I don't generally look to go over an F5 that I'm not really confident in the full game. Gosh, I wish this was a 4, and it's not. Market not really buying these guys either. I also like the Mets to win. Algo has it tied, so I think I'm off this one. Few mixed signals, but like, man, I'm right. I'm on the edge. You know what I mean? Dan backed it up. Wheel to record a dub. You always like those. That's a good way to attack these really heavy favorites. Also hit the Philly run line. Yeah, I think so. Yo, Leachy, what's going on? Bienvenidos. Baltimore Yankees F3 under from Joey. Going to be honest, Joey, I don't like to back return starters, especially guys with home run issues in the past in a home run park. So I'm a little bit worried because the Orioles have hit lefties for power, and like that's the big worry. No Block asks if Corbin Carroll is playing. He came out. Now, they got destroyed yesterday. So it's entirely possible it was like, workload or, just some rest. Guy might have played. I'm going to check for you really quick. Because no Marte and no Carroll is like a big freaking deal. My gut says, dude, Carroll played like 30 days in a row. And they might have just said, yo, man, why don't you just hit the pine? I don't Yeah, I don't see any news. I think he's fine. He probably just got some. He probably just got a little bit of rest because they were getting, annihilated or whatever. All right, so I think Mets and Pods. I think off. Of course, Joey. That's what we do here, bro. One love, kid. Yeah, this is another one. I don't even mean to defer to the model. It's just really close, and I feel close. But yeah, I think in another world I'd be betting the Mets. But I'll be honest, I would like a better price. Padres are good, and they're hitting. You were getting this price when the Padres were sucking, so I'm not quite there. Next up, A's and Royals. Jack Perkins on the bump for the Atleticos. We got destroyed. We got destroyed in this one, which really sucked because Barnett had a chance to get out of that big inning, and the ball finds grass, which it just tends to do sometimes. But I think I'm taking the same stand. Daniel Lynch is going to start for the Royals. He's going to get followed by fucking Mason Black. And I just don't think they have any business being a 143 favorite. I've got the A's winning this one. How did that one end up yesterday? When the A's lost the F5, right? They were losing pretty good. I still found myself upset that I took an F5 because the Royals bullpen is so bad. Now, my counter yesterday was that, well, the A's bullpen is so bad. And, well, that's not wrong. I didn't have faith in Barnett to go, so I think I should have been on it. And I almost feel the same way again today, though. I think I like Perkins more than I like Barnett. I know Perkins, I got to stop doing this myself, backing A starters. Perkins only has an 8 ERA, as a starter through 50 innings. I mean, Lynch is no picnic either. Maybe I should just be betting the overs on these games. I feel like Perkins has been a little bit unlucky, right? A little bit unlucky. 59 left on base, 355 BABIP, 19 homer fly ball. Like, gosh, he's been really unlucky. Meanwhile, Lynch is just okay. He's like a replacement level guy. You know what I mean? I'm not even trying to dog him. It's just the numbers against the E's have just gotten a little out of control. They're striking out too much against lefties. I don't know if they're going to get that. Plus, it might only be an inning or two. I'm struggling, man. I'm struggling. A's bullpen has the balloon ERA with decent underpinning stuff. Royals have corrected the ERA with much worse underpinning stuff. I don't know. For me, it's A's to win. I can't believe I'm doing this to myself again. I don't know if I'm going to actually have the CO Jones to bet this. It just didn't feel good. Although the A's were up 1-0 in the first, and I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But. Oh, 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 man. Yes. I know. So I've got the A's to win. Anybody could win any day. Though I don't know. Looking at this a little bit more, plus 119 maybe feels a little bit short. But like, who the fuck are the Royals to be a big favorite on anybody? I'm sorry. Next up, it's Braves and Twins. Tyler Mahle on the bump for the Bravos. Man, they found something in there. Mahle's been fantastic for the Braves. They're on the road in the Twin Cities to face my former bestie, Zebby Matthews, who just can't seem to get it right. Let's just fast forward to the last 30 for Mahle. Since the trade, he's been as good as anybody. 283 ERA, sub 1 whip, 22.5 KBB for Mahle. He's been fucking great. He's great. And Zebby is just what it is. I'm done. I can't do it, which means he'll probably shove today, but I just can't do it. The command and control is really fucking poor. The secondaries are not great. He lives up in the zone without winning, and he gives up too many home runs. We hit the Twins yesterday as a dog, and that felt good. I think I'm hitting the eject button because it's not like they're hitting righties. Braves not far behind either, though I do think they're the better offense. Last 7 is both of them are yuck on top of yuck. Braves better underpinning stuff, big zone contact. You like that against Zebby. Big fly ball, big hard hit. You like that against Zebby. Twins have hit for average, but it's BABIP driven, too many Ks, which Mahle's been getting. Braves also, I think they have the bullpen, the better bullpen on the season. I mean, though this Gomez thing has been a real reclamation project for the Twinks. Yeah, I get the Braves to win this one. I think that win yesterday is kind of suppressing the price a little bit. So I think Molly goes in and shoves. I think Zebby does what he does, which is pitch pretty good for a couple innings and then just completely fall apart. Next up, we got Mariners and Brewers. Bryce Miller on the bump for the M's plus 135 dog in Milwaukee to face Kyle Harrison and the Cheesemakers. This one opened up at 8 and I was on the under. Now it's down to 7.5. I think I'm still on the under. I like Miller a lot. Is he doing this home road thing also? Not as bad as some of the other guys, but he is. All the Mariners pitchers are just much better at home. He's had some struggles last 30 days, though. Knowing what we know about Bryce Miller, I'm fine backing Miller. I think people jump the shark with this stuff. And Harrison is awesome. I think, did he correct, right, coming back from the injury? I feel like he might have gotten touched. We probably had 2 or 3 so far. Let me just take a quick looky, Lou. Okay, he got destroyed in the last one. It was brilliant in the one before that. He gave up 8 runs to the Padres, and I just don't think that's going to happen again. Mariners v. lefties has been really weak. They strike out too much. Balls on the ground too much. I think they have no chance against Harrison. Sorry about that. He should shove today. He sells seashells by the seashore. Milwaukee offense also very hard to back. I don't know where the 7.5 runs are coming from. I guess it would be against the Seattle bullpen. I wanted to double check the totals. I got 7.5. F5U4 minus 105, which feels a little light, no? Oh, I don't know how to find. Oh, here it is. First 5. Under 4.5, minus 140. That's the play I really would like. Would be to get under a 4.5. But I think I'm under the 7.5. I think we get a huge bounce back from Harrison. I think Miller is just who he is. So I've got Seattle, Milwaukee under 7.5 at not so terrible of a price, Next up, we got Nats and Rangers. Jackson Kent on the bump for the Nacionals, plus 135 dog on the road in Texas. Lone Star State face Cal Quantrill and the Rangers. I've got Washington ahead through 5. Kent had the debut, which we never back anybody in a debut. He got beat up, which is why we never back guys in a debut. But also what I think tends to happen is people try and jump on these guys. He was in the middle of a phenomenal AAA season, right? All the encouraging stuff. 20 KBB, 47 ground ball, 1 homer 9, 5% barrel, all the stuff you look for to translate at the upper level. And again, he got F'd in the A, which happens. Quantrill for me is the big one here. I've just been waiting for this to fall apart, and it hasn't. I don't know, man. It's command and control. It's ground balls. So we get it, right? I'm not going to say it's good for the goose, but not for the gander. The problem with Quantrill is generally these guys with good command and control have decent CSWs because they get called stuff over. He doesn't do that. 22.5 CSW, 8 swinging strike, which tells me you're going to be in zone against the Nats where, they've been okay. Again, this offense. Hard to make a bull case for the Nats offense, just to be, just honest with you. Texas not great either. Splits are better versus lefties than Nats are versus righties. Can we find anything in the L7? Not really, other than the Texas Rangers are the worst offense in the league right now. 63 WRC plus, last 7 days, 217 plate appearances, batting 202 as a squad. They've scored just 14 runs. Holy crap. What the fuck? Nats bullpen's even been okay. What kind of price can we get on this fucking Kent character, F5? I think I might actually like this one. Yeah, it's plus 120. I think I'm going to go with the Jackson Kent normalization game. Cal Quantrill kind of shitting himself. I think this one's probably best served for an F5, though. I'm a little torn on that last one. Next up, it's the White Sox at the Cubs. Civil War in Chicago. I've got Eric Fetty, but I believe he's following. We're getting, who the fuck are we getting? Not Taylor. Hudson, I think. 1 second. Yeah, Hudson is going to be going in. It's an inning. So let's call it Fetty versus Gaussman. Fetty 140 dog on the road against Kevin Gaussman and the Cubbies. I mean, I guess I have the Cubs to win. I feel like Gaussman's been a little more like worrisome than I want him to be. I don't know. He's been a little bit unlucky. 453 ERA, 127 whip. That's Kevin Gaussman. All the indicators are in the threes. 17 KBB, 27 CSW, sub 35 ball. I mean, this is all better than average. 66 left on base, 310 BABIP. I think that's been doing some of the heavy lifting. I feel like Gaussman's a good pitcher. How's he been for the Cubbies? Gosh, I have these fucking pressure headaches, man. I'm dying right now, man. When the Tylenol is not working, not a good sign. All right, he got blown up. Right, all right, he showed up and was great when 7 gave up 2 at KC. Then gets blown up at Washington. I think he normalizes and gets back to work. I think Gaussman is fine. Every time I seem to fade the White Sox offense, they go nuts. Take a look for yourself. It's not great. The right-hand inning stuff has not been good. They seem to get all the timely hits. Right now, they're striking out too much. I just don't see this. I have the Cubs for a win. L7, White Sox are raking. Maybe I need to pump the brakes. I don't know. Is that a sign that they're about to leg up? Maybe. Model not really buying it. Model's got a Chicago win. Kind of fenced for a run line. I don't pay minus 170, so I think I'm just leaving this one. Yep, that's what it is. Next up, Angels at Astros. George Clausen on the bump for the Angels, plus 142. Dog down in Houston to face Christian Javier and the Astros. Again, not to bury. We got doggies barking today, man. We got some. Stats, I know it's really ugly. He's had a rough start with the 2+ whip. Not that Javier has been much, if any, better. The thing with Clausen, let me just check this out. I feel like there's reason to maybe back this guy. He was catching a lot of buzz. In the minors, and I could see a little bit why. I don't like the free passes. Maybe I got to stop watching this shit. Clausen's been really good last 2 outings. Again, the walks are worrisome, but he only walked 1 Ranger last time. 1-6, gave up 2, 1 walk, excuse me. At home versus Texas, where Javier has just been straight dick. I don't know if I even liked Javier ever. They both have a negative KBB, and maybe I should just be looking at an over here. But the Houston offense is like firmly in the tank, and I think this is when we want to attack them. When they're a really heavy favorite, and I don't think it's deserved. Bullpen has got to be the carrying tool for the Stros. But I would get out of this one at F5. I think I like Clausen through 5. I'm doing it. I got plus 135. For Clausen. Give me the Halos and 1 more game to go. I got in a little quicker than normal. I don't know if I know how to do this fast. I don't know how much faster you can cover 15 baseball games with a little bit of bullshit, a couple of butt jokes, while still being kind of serious, you know. But last but not least, it's the Dodgers and the Rockies. Please support good people doing good work. I work my ass off on this shit. You know, keeping the show free. And that's why I thank everybody that supports it. It's because of, right, anyone that doesn't pay owes everyone that does pay a little debt of gratitude. That's why this show is free. this show should probably be behind a paywall. I mean, everybody knows that, right? Who is doing this every fucking day without fail? I mean, like, seriously. So, quick shout out to everybody that isn't a cheap motherfucker and appreciates their own time. Again, I'm saving you $2 worth of time a week, guaranteed, whether or not you like me. Yeah, so don't be a bitch. The football stuff overlap too. You sign up for the year, you get the last month for free. Like, I don't know, it's so much fucking work. It is like so much work. And the football stuff is going to be updating in real time. So, like, even if you're not into the projections and the bets and stuff, you're doing fantasy, the fucking stats, or if you're into handicapping, the differential stuff. Again, I should have a separate tier for the NFL betting stuff because, like, if you're $100 better and you're not paying for that, you're stupid. I'm sorry, that's the only word for it. You're stupid and fucking stubborn. All right, so I don't care about this game. Eric Lauer's on the bump for the Dodgers on the road in Colorado and gets fucking Feltner. If anybody tailed my strategy yesterday, it finally hit. Right? If you were chasing the fucking Dodger lefties, I mean, I have to look for myself here. Fucking crazy. Oh, damn, I thought I had bases. Oh, I don't have bases handy. I thought I had bases. Whatever. Ohtani, 4 hits, 3 ribs, 4 runs. So he had 11 hit runs and 11 hit runs and ribbies. Freeman had 6, and then we had Muncy was the other one, had 7. So no matter how you hit that, if you laddered it up, everybody made generational fucking wealth. You're very welcome. Lauer sucks. He shouldn't be that heavy of a favorite, but I don't really like Feltner at home. Maybe have Feltner as the play. The Dodgers are hitting. They scored a ton yesterday. When they start to hit stride, I don't fuck with that. We just spent a month betting against the Dodgers. We just did that. Like, why be stubborn? So I'm not bothering with this one. This one's stupid. And there are very few games where, again, you have to ignore the model sometimes in these Coors games. It's just very difficult to get a model score over 6. It's fake at that point. Like, I'm just artificially juicing fucking shit. And that's the case with Colorado. And you see it. Yes, there are games that get scored up into the 20s, but you can't look me in the fat face and say, yo, no one's ever had a 2-1 game in Colorado. Of course they fucking do. Funny enough, like that, like, yeah, 11.5 feels high, but does it really? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I can't do this. So that'll do it. Appreciate you all so very much for watching the show. Please press the like button. Subscribe. That shit matters more than it should. Fantasy football videos are going on. I'm fighting with StreamYard trying to figure out my quality thing. Something when I'm hosting people is dropping. I pay a fucking king's ransom for fucking internet and 5G fucking Ethernet, Fios, whatever the fuck it is. So, Spoon Man, good to see you, kiddo. Is this the PG-13 watch along? He got F'd in the A. He got fucked in his ass. Maybe my shit pushed in, bro. You ever had your shit pushed in, bro? Sorry, Spoon. I gotta find myself. Although I do drop F in the A. I think F in the A I've always used. Mark, good to see you, kiddo. Same Milwaukee, Seattle, 07.5. I'll tell you what, that's a sharp play. Right? Because no one's going to be on that. In fact, I'll do you one better. You may want to wait. You may go to 7. Lobsters and Stelm Spoons. Yeah. We don't want no censorship here, right? This is America. USA. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. I appreciate you all. Support the fucking work. If not, whatever. I'm doing the best I can to get you to do it, shaking my fucking titties over here. Please fucking help me keep the lights on. All right. Enjoy the games. Enjoy the day. When we're done with the book, enjoy the pay. And remember, when you work this freaking hard, the winning feels a lot less like luck. Yo, peace out.